Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 case studies for young metal daily master born in the winter season. So let's dive into the first example. This is a young metal person born in the month of November, which is a Yin Water earthly branch. So the annual pillar is a Yang Water and Earth. The monthly pillar is a Yin Metal and Water. The daily pillar is a Yang Metal and Earth, and the hourly pillar is a Yang Fire and Water. So first steps, let's assess the condition of this daily master. As I mentioned in the theoretical video, this daily master has to be in a good shape and good condition before you really start to look for this preferred friend of Yin Water to refine it. So on the bottom row, I have an earth here which grows and supports metal. And right underneath itself, positionally, I have a supporter as well. And then on the top row, heavenly stem row, I have a neighbor, which is same as me. So overall, this person is in a fairly okay condition. I wouldn't say it's strong. Maybe it's more leaning toward like the weaker side, maybe 40% out of 100%, because this dominant position number 6, the month you were born, plays a way stronger role than everybody else. But regardless, it's not super weak. Then who are the other players? I know this birthman is a Yin Water earthly branch for sure, but the problem with this bazi is here's a water here, here's another water here, and then this water and this Yang Earth has a semi-combination relationship, which kind of morph some of this Earth energy into like a watery type of energy. So the water is too strong here overall. So it leaves this preferred element of fire, like, because those two are enemies, right? Water is way too strong. This fire is a little too weak. I'm super thankful the fire is showing up. It's totally better than nothing. But in terms of quantity and the strength of it, it needs help to make it even more useful. So that's why this Bazi chart, if you have to identify a disease to be treated, is too much water and too little fire. So that's kind of the original imbalance in this chart. So this Bazi chart, it actually, when it experience more wood, fire, both yin and yang fire, and also earth, especially dry earth type of annual or 10-year trend, this person will have a smoother and easier time of going through life. The just chance of success is higher. In contrast, if they experience more water type of water and dry earth type of annual or 10-year trend, it actually makes this original problem worse. Then that might translate into this person running into hurdles or challenging times in their lives. So the next example is a young metal born in the month of December, which is a Yang Water earthly branch. So the annual pillar is a Yin Metal and Water. The monthly pillar is a Yang Metal and Water. The daily pillar is a Yang Metal and Earth. And the hourly pillar is a Yin Water and Earth. So it's the same process. Let's assess the condition of this daily master. You have 2 earths underneath it. This is a wet type, and this is a dry type. But regardless, they all play this supporter role of growing metal. It helps the metal getting stronger. And on the top row, I have 2. Sorry, this is the daily master. So it's this one. Those 2, position number 1 and 2, that's the same as me element. So if you compare example 2 with example 1, this person is even a stronger original state because I have more friends and same as me elements supporting myself compared to here, which is like 3. here, and especially this guy is more furtherly removed from me versus those three are closely clustered next to myself. So this person is even more stronger, maybe more leaning towards the 45-50% range versus this is more the 40%. But regardless, the remaining element again in this Bazi chart is water. It's the same problem of too much water. And it doesn't have any of this yang fire, yin fire, or yang wood preferred element we explained in the theoretical video. So in that case, this person just have to rely on purely 100% rely on this annual or 10-year trend to introduce the fire element to make it more successful compared to this one. I have one, it's just too weak, but having something is better than nothing. So you can kind of do a side-by-side comparison to say, hey, both are in a fairly balanced zone. Maybe this second guy is a little bit stronger, but the advantage of this first example is it has a favorable element. It just needs some help to make it more useful. In contrast, even though this one, me, myself, is in a better balanced position, but I don't have the fire element even showing up. So when it first got introduced in my life through this annual or 10-year period, everybody experience and go through in cycles. It might be a shock to the system. Even though the end result is good, I'm not used to it, unlike the first person. So that fire represents the official energy, right? Which is pressure, external drive to achieve certain social status. You might suddenly have this kind of a external energy changing and impacting on your mindset. And the impact on this person might be more sudden and kind of surprising compared to this one. This one is there, it just needs some boost to make it useful. So that's how you see it. But even though this person is lacking the fire element, you have to find the strength of each. Every Bazi has its own strength. So I would say this Bazi's strength is just a super smart person, because both the earth and water energy kind of represent in the 10 spirit system, right? One is a nurturer that supports me, and the other is my expressor, my own value. So I have a really good both input and output system to, like, I study enough and self-educate, and then in turn I turn it into this something I produce, like my talent, my creativity, my unique creation and opinions or value system. So this person, I would say, maybe is lacking that fire drive to achieve social status, but this person is super talented in the quick study. They can learn everything super quickly because they're super intelligent. So that's how you can tell their natural born talent through a Bazi. Last but not least is a young metal born in the month of January, which is a Yin Earth, earthly branch. The annual pillar is a young metal and earth. The monthly pillar is a Yin Earth and earth. The daily pillar is a young metal and earth. And the hourly pillar is a Yin Water and earth. This is a tricky one. You might want to pause a little and think through this yourself. This is not the standard Bazi type, because this whole thing is like a earth dominant Bazi type. Is so darn strong. It kind of like take over the whole thing. So because earth grows metal, so I have such a strong cluster of earth. What's the chance of me introducing other element to keep this unbalanced seesaw back into this balancing state? Pretty hard to fight against this gangster of earth energy. So in that case, I have a better chance of survival following its earth energy versus fighting against it. That's why this is the non-standard 八字 type, meaning you have to follow the number one dominant qi rather than the standard type. We're trying to make it in a balancing condition. So in this case, this guy is so strong. I have another medal same as me. This is actually a problem player here, because even though it's not like a directly fight against Earth, but it is a reduction of this strong Earth and metal energy. So in this case, this 八字 actually likes fire, earth, and metal elements during the annual 10-year trend, because fire supports Earth. So I'm supporting the strong, dominant guy. And if I do introduce another Earth, it's same as Earth, right? So I'm not fighting against this dominant person. And metal is the daily master, which is also strong because of the Earth. The moment the number one bad influence for this 八字 is actually wood, because normally wood suppresses Earth. But I don't have any wood here, which is good. But once you experience this wood type of annual 10-year trend, it introduces a totally different energy into your 八字, and it angers this whole cluster of strong earth. Even though typically wood will suppress earth, but you introduce one little tiny tree trying to loosen up the soil, but this soil is so strong, it's going to kill the tree instead. So it's kind of a backwards relationship that's against the normal ways of working, because this quantity is so lopsided. That's why this type of non-standard 八字, the essence of looking at it is, how do you follow the qi of this dominant guy so you don't anger it? Don't go against it. Don't introduce any element that will fight against its main qi to make it angry. So that's why this 八字 chart likes fire, earth, and metal. It doesn't like water or wood, just to keep this guy intact. So that's kind of a non-standard example to help you understand the difference between analytical process for standard versus the non-standard type. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.